Deep inside a quiet woodland, where golden sunlight slipped between the trees, life was beginning again. And beneath the roots of an ancient oak lived a tiny red fox named Finn. Finn was curious about everything. Not far away lived another little fox. Her name was Luna. One afternoon, Finn chased a butterfly farther than he was supposed to, around the old oak, through the ferns, and straight into Luna.
Oh, sorry.
He lowered his head and introduced himself.
I'm Finn.
I'm Luna.
And just like that, everything changed. The next morning, Finn returned. And Luna was already waiting. Soon, seeing each other became the best part of every day. They played among the ferns. Finn was always finding trouble. And Luna was always there to help. One afternoon, Finn discovered something special. He could have kept them for himself. But he didn't want to keep them for himself.
We found it.
Behind the ancient oak was a little hill where they could see the whole valley. They didn't know what tomorrow would bring. They only knew they had each other.
When we're big, we'll still come here.
You promise?
I promise.
Every morning, they found their way back to the old oak. Then they would disappear into the forest together. Sometimes they chased each other until they were too tired to run. And when they were tired, they simply stayed together. Every sunset seemed to belong to them.
Luna, do you think we'll always come here?
Of course, it's our place.
Then promise you'll come back.
I promise.
But the forest was already beginning to change. And somewhere beyond the trees, winter was waiting. The first snow arrived quietly. Within days, the forest looked completely different. But the snow brought more than cold. It made food harder and harder to find.
Come on. We'll find something.
It made food harder and harder to find. Her family was getting ready to leave. For the first time, Luna had nothing to say.
Luna, what's wrong?
My family is leaving.
Leaving? Where?
I don't know.
The next morning, Finn came to their old oak, as he always did.
Luna.
For a little while, they forgot about winter. They followed the snowy trail they had walked 100 times before. When they found a little food, they shared it. And somehow, they always ended up back where their story began. Before sunset, they climbed their little hill one more time.
Can we come here tomorrow?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll wait.
And suddenly, Finn understood. Neither of them said it, but they both knew. Luna's family was ready to leave.
Finn.
Finn ran to her before she could leave.
You're really leaving?
I have to.
You promised you'd come back.
I will. I promise.
They stayed together for one last moment. Then Luna turned and followed her family.
Luna,
And then she was gone. Finn was alone beneath the tree where their story had begun. The next morning, Finn went back to the oak. He waited for her footsteps, but no one came. So Finn came back the next day, and the day after that, until winter slowly gave way to spring. But Finn still waited. Sometimes he followed the trail beyond the forest, but there was never a sign of her. But Finn remembered her promise, so he kept waiting. But seasons don't wait for anyone. And little by little, Finn grew. He learned where to find food. He learned every path, every stream, every quiet corner of the forest. But some memories never stopped following him. Sometimes he could still hear her voice.
I promise.
But the forest was changing. And one morning, Finn finally followed a trail beyond the place he called home. He didn't know where the trail would lead. But somewhere beyond the horizon, a new chapter was waiting. Far from the forest he knew, Finn began a new life. One evening, as the sun began to disappear, he heard something. A fox called somewhere beyond the trees. Finn froze. He knew that sound. It sounded like the voice he remembered beneath the ancient oak. Finn ran toward the sound. But when he reached the place, there was no one there, but in the soft earth, he found a paw print. And somehow, Finn knew. Finn followed the paw print into the trees. Then he found another. And another. Someone had been walking this path for a long time. The trail led him to a quiet meadow. And something about it felt strangely familiar. It reminded him of the days when Luna was beside him. Then something moved beyond the trees. Finn's heart raced. He ran. There was no fox. But when Finn reached the trees, then Finn noticed something caught on a branch. It was the same color as the fur he remembered.
Luna,
Finn followed the trail until the forest grew quiet. Then the trees opened into a small clearing. And someone was standing there. Finn stopped. He couldn't breathe. The fox lifted her ears. Then she turned. Finn knew those eyes. It was Luna. It was Luna.
Finn.
Neither of them ran. They simply walked toward each other. And after all those years, they were together again. Some promises take years to find their way home. From that day on, Finn and Luna no longer walked alone. They explored the forest together, and eventually found their way back to the place where it all began. the ancient oak was still standing. And beneath its roots, they remembered the two little foxes they used to be. They had changed, but somehow their story had not. And when the sun began to set, they walked forward together. Because sometimes, the ones we love are not lost. They're simply finding their way home. If you believe some stories are worth waiting for, subscribe for the next one.